Phase 1 on hyperketosis is the most restrictive phase. Phase 2 on hyperketosis, not so much. Of course, there are restrictions there, but it's not as restrictive as phase 1. So instead of me telling you what the restrictions are, I suggest the best course of action would be to just go over to my bio. I have a food list there. And the food list is going to tell you all the authorized foods. Because if I sit over here and I tell you all the restrictions, it's going to take all day because there are more things that you can't have than you can have. Okay. So head on over to my bio, just check out the free guide there, download it, and it's going to tell you exactly what you can have. Anything that's not on the list, you can't have. Okay, you cannot have. So don't come back here asking if you can have this and you can have that. If it ain't on the list, you can't have it. It's a heavy on the no. Okay, so that's the easiest thing that I would suggest. When it comes to phase 2, it's just literally traditional keto. And traditional keto consists of high protein, low fat, low carb, well, healthy fats. And so, for instance, you can have salmon on keto, but you cannot have salmon on hyperketosis. So it's just simple and easy, traditional keto for phase 2. Eventually, I'll be coming out with some sort of helpful resources for phase 2. I'm just not in phase 2 yet, but I have been sharing some recipes here. So if you check here where the flag is located, where all of my saved videos are, I have a collection there of all of my phase 2 recipes. So you can always check that out. There's so many different ways that people do keto. So that's why I tend to just stick with what works for me. And so stay tuned for that. But phase 1 is the hardest of the two, and that's where you're going to lose the most weight. I can't sit up here and tell you all the restrictions because it's just going to take too much time. So just refer to that list to see what you can eat only, and only eat those things. And then once you get to phase 2, I'll probably be there with you, which means that I'll have a ton of resources already ready for you. If you're already on phase 2, just simply type in your search bar keto and you'll see a ton of recipes there. And that way you can just follow a traditional keto plan. And at the end of the day, just do what works for you, because when you're in phase 2 of this whole thing, it's just about maintenance. The first phase is about losing weight. Second phase is about maintenance. Okay, so just remember that as well. So as long as you're just maintaining your weight, you're good. And what I'm going to do when I do start my traditional keto to do my maintenance phase, I'm going to be in a calorie deficit. And that's what I did to lose a little bit of weight on the front end. And then I came on over to the hyperketosis side of things, which I'm so grateful for. So stay tuned. When I'm in phase 2, you will know, and I will share a ton of recipes in hopes that they will help you to maintain your weight, which is the exciting part, because that means you lost all the weight. Now you just need to maintain it.